Hello, my dear children. How are you all? Very, very good evening. I hope you all are doing good. Welcome you all to the beautiful platform of Adhyalay. This is lecture number 3 on the topic transport in plants. If you have missed any videos, you can watch it. It is there on YouTube, right? So please do watch the other 2 videos. Then only you will be understanding all the things which I am teaching in today's class. Okay? So let's move ahead. So up to now, what we have learned? All basics we have learned, right? Basics related to different types of transport which you get. Means of transport. Means of transport. I hope you all remember it. Wherever you are, just tell it out, speak it out. है ना? Sitting, sleeping, whatever you are doing, speak it out. We have what? Passive means of transport, and we have active means of transport, right? Then in passive, we learned 2 types of it. There was one which was simple diffusion, and there was another one which was facilitated diffusion, right? Then we had learned about active transport, where you always require ATP, where you always move the molecule from lower concentration to higher concentration, where you always require a carrier protein, where these carrier protein which are using ATP can be called as pump. So whenever you come across the term pump, it should strike your mind that pump means it requires energy. It means the process is active. It means the movement is happening from lower concentration to higher concentration. This is what we had learned. Other than this, in lecture number 2, we had learned about water potential, right? Water potential, which was related to movement of water. Yes, it is common sense actually. If I say that this is A and this is B, and here A has 100 liter of water and B has 10 liter of water. So it's common sense that water will move from A to B, right? So this is related to water potential. The more concentration of water you have, the more water potential you have. Then summary was very important. And what was the summary? That pure water, wherever you are, I want you to speak. Okay? Pure water obviously will have maximum water potential, right? Pure water, it has maximum water, and the value of water potential for pure water was amazing, right? It was 0. 0 was the maximum value. We had learnt it. 0 was the maximum value for water potential of pure water. So if you have any water which has some solute added into it, matlab I have made some solution, maybe sugar solution, salt solution, anything. I have made that. So if I have done it, if I have made that salt solution, sugar solution, obviously water as compared to pure water is less here, because solute you have added. So obviously water potential will be less than the pure water. And my dear children, if it is less than pure water, less than 0, the value is always what? Negative. The value is always negative, right? So you take any solution, if it is not pure water, the value will always be in negative. Then what else we had discussed? That water potential is equal to solute potential plus pressure potential. Yeah? So if you have watched the video, you should have better idea, right? that what is solute potential? Solute potential is what? The value by which the water potential decreases. The value by which the water potential decreases due to the addition of solute. It is common sense that if you are adding solute to a solution, the water potential should decrease. If you are adding solute to a solution, the water potential should decrease. So by how much value the water potential is decreasing? By adding the solute. By adding the solute, by how much value the water potential decreases? That is your solute potential. So we had also learned this. The value should always be negative, right? Because if you take a positive value, the water potential value will be greater than 0. If you take positive value of solute potential, for example, if you take 2 as value of solute potential, let's say pressure potential is 0. So what will be the value of water potential? 2. And my dear children, you know it. The maximum value of water potential is 0 when it is pure water. Then how come you will get 2 if you are adding solute to it? It should always be less than 0, right? Negative. That means I should take this value as negative. Then only you will get water potential value in negative, right? So that was also one of the conclusion of yesterday's class. Yes, yes. So that's that. I hope you have got it that solute potential value we always take in negative. Pressure potential, this is for Shyam actually. Shyam, he did not attend so many classes. That's why I'm giving all the summary. So pressure potential is what? It is actually, whenever pressure potential is there, it is actually what? Positive. है ना? Pressure potential is going to have positive value. But always solute potential will have negative value. Is it clear? Chalo. Now we are going to learn about osmosis. So our today's class start now. Osmosis. What is osmosis? Definition obviously we had discussed. Osmosis, the movement of water from its higher concentration to its lower concentration across a selectively permeable membrane or differentially permeable membrane. If it is particularly water, you can call it as semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. This also we had learnt in the previous class. If particularly for water we are talking, then the plasma membrane, which has selectively permeable nature or differentially permeable nature, it selects which molecule has to enter. So if it is water, you can call this as semi-permeable membrane. So movement of water from its higher concentration to lower concentration across a semi-permeable membrane is called as osmosis. So this osmosis, we can also define it in multiple ways. Higher water to lower water concentration. Can I say higher water potential to lower water potential? Even this I had taught in previous class. Higher water potential means more water, right? Can I say more kinetic energy of water to less kinetic energy of water? Yes, this also I had taught. More water will be there. They will move more. Kinetic energy will be more. Can I say? Kinetic energy matlab free energy, right? It is moving. So we can say more free energy of water towards less free energy of water. Less free energy of water. So you can see here that everything is happening from higher to lower. So tell me, it is a passive process or active process? It should strike your mind right away. It is, obviously, it is passive process. It is passive process because you don't require ATP because movement is happening from higher to lower concentration. So this osmosis will depend on so many factors, right? Just now we saw na solute, solute and what? Pressure. So this osmosis depends on both pressure gradient and concentration gradient. Concentration gradient means related to how much solute is there in the solution. ठीक है? So your osmosis will depend on both pressure gradient and concentration gradient. Mark my words. ठीक है? It's fine. Maybe some of you do not want to become doctors. But I know some of you want to do something very good in biology, something very good in chemistry, physics, and all those things. Form has come, right? KVPY form has come, right? Registration form, KVPY form has come. So if anyone wants to become, scientist, if anyone wants to become scientist, if anyone wants to go into research and development field, they can write this exam. You can even write this exam now, right? In 11th standard you can write it, in 12th standard you can write it, and after you write your 12th boards, after 12th also you can write it, है ना? So concept is very much required in clearing this KVPY exam. You know, people who really want to become scientists and all, if they write this, they get scholarship, है ना? Very good exam. So always have this mind whenever you study. You are studying from what point of view? From understanding point of view. ठीक है? If you have the concept, it will help you in some way or other. Cool? So that is osmosis, which is dependent on pressure gradient and concentration gradient. Chalo. Now, I gave you the summary. Take some time and solve this question. Right? If you look at A and B chambers, A has more water, less solute. B, more solute is there. So obviously B will have lower water potential. Got the answer? Now go for the next question. Solution of which chamber has a lower solute potential? Lower solute potential. Think very wisely and answer it. Lower solute potential. Chamber A has how many molecules? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5 molecules. So let us just say 5 is the solute potential. Always the sign is negative, right? -5. Now, go for the next chamber B. How many molecules are there? 3, 2, 5, 5, 4, 9, 9, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, I'm just writing it for understanding, okay? How much it is? -16. Can you now tell? Solute of which chamber has lower solute potential? Lower solute potential? Got it? This is how they are going to confuse you. When it comes to sign, here negative sign is there, no? So if negative sign is there, it became what? More negative. If it became more negative, means what? More lower solute potential. Yes or no? -5 is small or -16 is small? -16 is small. Got it? Dekho, this is how NCERT asks questions. Lower solute potential, chamber B. Why? Because of the sign. Because of the sign. Chalo. In which direction osmosis will occur? In which direction osmosis will occur? Jaldi, jaldi, jaldi. Fast. Osmosis. Raj.
B to A.
Arey Baba. Which has higher water potential? Which has
B
higher?
to A.
Which has higher water potential? First of all, check that.
Higher potential.
Yes, Azam. Azam is right. This has higher water potential, no? And this has lower water potential. So movement of water will happen from A to B. Right? Movement of water will happen from A to B. Is it clear, Raj? Dekho, confuse mat ho. It is just the value. It is just the value which we have taken in negative. Okay?
मैम
हाँ, बोलो.
मैम ऑस्मोसिस में या वाटर आई एम सॉरी मैंने न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल ओके ओके वाटर फ्लोज ओके मैम बट अगर सॉल्यूट अगर हम डिफ्यूजन की बात करें तो बी टू ए जाएगा ना
अगर हम डिफ्यूजन की बात करें तो हाँ बट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट
ऑस्मोसिस ओके
डिफ्यूजन में हम मॉलिक्यूल्स की बात करते हैं राइट सॉल्यूट मॉलिक्यूल्स की
ओके
व्हेन इट इज ऑस्मोसिस वी टॉक अबाउट वाटर राइट चलो चलो so I hope you have understood this now. Which solution has higher solute potential? This one. At equilibrium what will happen? Equal water potential will be equal. If one chamber has minus 2000 another one is minus 1000 higher water potential minus 1000 then 0.2 to 0.1 the movement will happen from higher water potential to lower water potential so 0.2 to 0.1 ठीक है we are going to learn the concept of osmotic pressure osmotic pressure osmotic pressure चलो बहुत ही इजी है let's say I am taking one chamber here यहाँ पे एक मेम्ब्रेन ले लिया selectively permeable membrane ले लिया अरे बाबा क्यों नहीं लाइन ड्रॉ हो रहा एक मेम्ब्रेन ले लिया ठीक है this is a membrane and there is one more chamber over here cool now what is going to happen here is let's say I have 90% water in chamber A and I have 70% water 90% water in chamber A and in chamber B I have 70% water do you understand the meaning of this 70% water and 90% water are you understanding the meaning 90% water means what 90% water means 90% is water and 10% is what anything else maybe solute right 70% water means 70% is water and 30% is what solute right so in general if you use your common sense the movement will happen from A to B or B to A of course you will say ma'am A will have high water potential so A to B एकदम correct है बिल्कुल correct but do you know just now we had discussed that osmosis depends on concentration as well as pressure as well as what pressure now we are going to do some magic the water potential because A has high value it is coming to B right now what I'm going to do is I am going to put some pressure from here है ना I am going to do it I am going to put some pressure from outside I'm going to do or I'm going to put some pressure from outside here so what is going to happen what is going to happen I am putting a pressure from outside I am putting a pressure think from the brain I am putting a pressure from outside the water was tending to go towards B I am putting a pressure here what is going to happen to the water potential here Do you remember water potential is equal to solute potential plus pressure potential? Solute potential plus pressure potential. Let's say the water potential was 10 here, or just leave it. Water potential was 70 here. We had taken it as 70% water, right? And let's say water potential in A is what? 90. Just for calculation, okay? Actually, water potential value should be what? Always 0 or less than 0. है ना? Chalo. Just for understanding it, here it was 90 and here it is 70. That is why movement is happening like this. Now, what if I am adding a pressure from outside? If I am adding a pressure from outside, what it is doing? Pressure from outside. So, this always gives a positive value. This always gives a positive value because I am exerting the pressure from outside. So if I am exerting the pressure from outside, slowly what is going to happen to the water potential value? If I am adding a pressure from outside, positive, 70 will start increasing or not? 70 will start increasing or not? I am putting a pressure. It may happen that at some point of time, it reaches to 90. And it may happen, first of all, understand only 90. It may happen that the external pressure which I am applying from outside, that is helping in increasing the water potential, and it has made it equal to chamber A, and that is why what will happen? Water will not move from A to B. Water will not move from A to B. Why? Because I am not allowing it. I am putting a pressure. It wants to come, but I am allowing a pressure. I am putting a pressure. Don't come, don't come, don't come. How much pressure I will apply? The pressure which is required to stop the entry. The pressure, the external pressure which is required to stop the entry of water from A to B. That pressure is called as osmotic pressure. Think again what I am saying. Usually, the water should have gone to B. But what I am trying to do here, since we know that osmosis depends on pressure also. So what will I do? The water potential value depends on pressure also. So in general, it is 0. Pressure potential is 0. But from outside, I am going to apply a pressure. External pressure. I am going to apply a pressure. Pressure. Till what value? Till the water stops to enter. So what is osmotic pressure? It is the external pressure which is exerted, the external pressure which is exerted to stop the entry of water, from higher water potential to lower water potential. Imagine that I am applying pressure in such a way that the value became more than 90, let's say 100. The value became 100. I have applied so much of pressure that value became greater than chamber A. Now what will happen? यहाँ की वैल्यू ज़्यादा हो गई and यहाँ की वैल्यू कम हो गई. What will happen now? Now, from B to A, the water will start moving. From B to A, water will start moving. And this is called as reverse osmosis. Have you ever heard this term? Reverse osmosis? Actually, the osmosis should happen from A to B. But what we have done? We are human beings. है ना? We don't want things to happen normal. No, we never want things to happen normally. We will apply a pressure from outside such that this area gets high water potential and the movement starts to happen from B to A. Okay, that is reverse osmosis. You know, everyone has water filter at home, right? Nowadays, RO filter is there, no? RO filter. Why the name is RO filter? Why the filter name is RO? Why the filter name is RO? AquaGuard. Why it is RO? Why it is called as RO? You know what is the principle behind it? RO. सोचो अभी बताया. Just now told you. In all types
Reverse
of
osmosis.
aquaguard. Sabash. It is reverse osmosis. Cool hai? So reverse osmosis is used in clearing the water, in cleaning the water. ठीक है? Basically, what do we do? See, let's say you have this AquaGuard. So what do you do? And there is a tap. Let's say this is the tap. This is the tap from which you will have your water. ठीक है? Now, inside what happens? There is a filter, है ना? Membrane kind of structure. Filter is there. What is happening? What is happening? Beneath the filter, the water which is filtered already, that will have more water potential or not? That will be more pure, right? After the water got filtered, here, after the water got filtered, this will have more water potential? Yes or no? So ideally, what should be happening? Ideally, from here to here, water should be going, right? Because this water is coming from the pipe, from syntax tank. This water is coming from the tank. So the water which is coming from the tank is little dirty. That is why we are filtering it. So the water which is coming from the tank, these days we are getting, you know, multiple color tanks. So water which is coming from the tank, that has lower water potential, right? Lower water potential, no? Little dirt is there. And the water which got filtered, that has higher water potential. That is why you are drinking it. So ideally, what should be happening? In between, there is a membrane to filter it. Membrane is there, na? Filter is there. Actually, water should be going from this to this side, right? Higher to lower water potential. But if this happens, then how will you drink water? Just reverse happens, right? This has lower and this has higher. Still, the filtration happens from lower to higher. How? Because of we apply pressure, osmotic pressure. Okay? So this is your reverse osmosis which takes place in aquaguards and all. Okay? Okay? Chalo. Now, can someone use your brain and let me know the value of osmotic pressure? How much osmotic pressure we should apply? For example, think over here. I am applying osmotic pressure from outside, right? Osmotic pressure value, just think over it. Osmotic pressure value, does it depend on the solute? Just think. If it has more solute, more water will enter na, from this side to this side. So if solute is more, think. If solute is more, you will require more osmotic pressure or not? Think. You will require more osmotic pressure to stop the entry of water, or if solute is more, you will require less osmotic pressure to stop the entry of water. Think. It has more solute. It has more solute. So easily water will enter. No. Water will easily enter. So if it has more solute, to stop the entry of water, The osmotic pressure will be more or less. Think and let me know. Think, what's the minimum value of osmotic pressure which we should apply to stop the entry of water? Can I say that osmotic pressure minimum should be equal to solute potential? Think. जितना solute potential नेगेटिव वैल्यू दे रहा है उतना पॉजिटिव हमको बाहर से देना पड़ेगा. Think and let me know. Osmotic pressure is positive value, right? We are applying it from outside. तो जितना नेगेटिव वैल्यू सॉल्यूट देगा, मोर द सॉल्यूट मोर नेगेटिव वैल्यू यू विल गेट, राइट? तो जितना नेगेटिव वैल्यू है, जितना नेगेटिव वैल्यू यू आर गेटिंग बिकॉज ऑफ सॉल्यूट, उतना पॉजिटिव ऊपर से देना पड़ेगा, प्रेशर पॉजिटिव. So what is the minimum value you have to give to stop the entry of water? At least it should be equal to solute potential, but the value should be what? Positive. The value should be positive. So can I say the osmotic pressure is equal to solute potential? But signs are ulta. Signs are opposite. Solute potential sign will be negative and osmotic pressure sign will be positive. Then only you will be able to nullify the effect of solute potential. Then only the water entry will stop, right? And if osmotic pressure value is greater than solute potential, ठीक है? मान लो solute potential value was -10 and I am applying how much? 12. I am applying 12. So pressure became more, right? So what will happen now? Reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis. When the osmotic pressure value becomes greater than the solute potential value. Okay. So what is the minimum value to stop the entry of water? It should be equal to solute potential. Obviously, osmotic pressure sign is positive and solute potential sign is negative. And if osmotic pressure value becomes greater than solute potential, what will happen? Reverse osmosis will start to happen. Is it clear? Now, एक concept और बताऊंगी. For solute potential, we use one more term. There is one more term which has been used for solute potential, and that is osmotic potential. It is also called as, solute potential is also called as osmotic potential. Please make a note of it. Solute potential is also called as osmotic potential. Got it? So they can confuse you. Osmotic pressure, osmotic potential, what are they? So osmotic pressure is a positive pressure which is applied externally to stop the entry of water from higher concentration to lower concentration. And osmotic potential is nothing but solute potential, which will decrease the value of water potential. Is it clear? This is NCERT diagram. What we are doing here is, there is a tube. We have taken a solution. This is a membrane, okay? This is the membrane. We have taken a solution. Which solution? Sucrose solution. Matlab sugar we have added. So obviously this has lower water potential because I have added what? Sugar. And this is normal water. So obviously this has higher water potential. So no one can stop the entry of water into the tube because tube has lower water potential. Why? You have added sucrose in it. So the water potential becomes less. Now what we are doing, just check it out. Same thing, but from external source. From external source, we are applying an external pressure from outside. And if you are applying the pressure, what you are doing? If you apply the pressure, you are stopping the entry of water into the tube. And that minimum amount of pressure which stops the entry of water into the tube is called as osmotic pressure. ठीक है? So that is the experiment which has been shown in your NCERT book. ठीक है? So that is that. Now next topic is plasmolysis. कुछ है ही नहीं. Plasmolysis is very easy. So in plasmolysis we keep a cell in different condition. What are we going to do? We are going to take plant cell. We are going to take what? Since we are learning transport in plants, we are going to take plant cell and we are going to keep the plant cell in different kind of solution. So first of all, you should know different kind of solution. And they are hypertonic solution, hypertonic, hypotonic, and isotonic. ठीक है? हाइपर हाइपो आइसो, हाइपर हाइपो आइसो. समझो, बोलते हैं ना कभी कभी we say that the person has become hyper. हाइपर मतलब एकदम एक्सेसिव आप शो करते हो किसी चीज को. हाइपर हैप्पी और हाइपर सैड. एक्सेस इज हाइपर, राइट? एक्सेस इज हाइपर. टॉनिक इज रिलेटेड टू व्हाट? सिरप. Tonic is related to concentration. Basically, tonic is related to solute concentration. Basically, tonic is related to solute concentration. So if I say hypertonic, what do you mean by this? The solution has more amount of solute. ठीक है? Now, if I say hypotonic, the solution has less amount of solute. Less solute. Now, if I say isotonic मतलब equal solute, equal solvent. Equal condition is iso, equal. All right. Now, forget about plasmolysis. Just understand these three terms, hyper, hypo and iso, and now come along with me and answer the questions. ठीक है? चलो. Forget about these things. है ना? I am here to answer those things. Forget about these things. Just think about this. This is chamber A, है ना? And this is plant cell. Okay? This is plant cell, chamber A. I have kept a cell in hypertonic solution. Okay? What I am telling you, I have kept it in which type of solution? Hypertonic solution. Think and tell me. I have kept it in hypertonic solution. Matlab, the water potential over here is what? Hypertonic, na? I have kept a cell in hypertonic solution. What do you mean by this? Hyper matlab more solute. Means water potential is less. Solute is more, na? Means water potential is less. So what will happen? If you compare plant cell, comparatively the plant cell has what? More water potential. The plant cell has more water potential. So what will happen here? From higher to lower water potential, water will come out. Can you see the arrow? In the book also they have shown the same thing or not? That water is moving out? Yes or no? So if a cell is kept in hypertonic solution, what will happen? More solute means water potential is less, means द वाटर विल मूव आउट फ्रॉम द प्लांट सेल। कौन प्यासा है? बाहर की जो सोल्यूशन है वो प्यासा है, पानी उसमें कम है, तो प्लांट सेल बोलेगा चल चल मैं तुझे दे देता हूँ, आई विल गिव इट टू यू। तो ऐसे करके वो चला जाएगा। गॉट इट? अब इसमें आ जाओ, ये वाली कंडीशन में। इसमें क्या है देखो, कुछ दिख रहा है? एरो दोनों तरफ है, एरो दोनों तरफ है, मतलब इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर अपना आ रहा है जा रहा है, इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर इज गोइंग एंड कमिंग। तो आप अपने नॉलेज के अकॉर्डिंग सोचो, मैं इसको कौन से सोल्यूशन में रखी हूं यहाँ पे? आई हैव केप्ट इट इन विच टाइप ऑफ सोल्यूशन? थिंक, सोचो, मुझे बताने की जरूरत नहीं होनी चाहिए। आई हैव केप्ट इट इन विच काइंड ऑफ सोल्यूशन?
Isotonic.
बिल्कुल, शाबाश। आई हैव केप्ट इट इन आइसोटोनिक सोल्यूशन, तभी तो इक्वल हो रहा है ना बाहर अंदर। चलो ये वाला बताओ, इसमें क्या होगा सोचो। पानी अंदर आ रहा है, पानी अगर अंदर आ रहा है मतलब यहाँ का वाटर पोटेंशियल पक्का ज्यादा है। तो अगर वाटर पोटेंशियल ज्यादा है तो सॉल्यूट पक्का कम है, और अगर सॉल्यूट कम है तो उस तरह के सोल्यूशन को हम क्या बोलते हैं? बताओ, मैंने किस तरह के सोल्यूशन में इसको रखा? मैंने इस प्लांट सेल को किस तरह के सोल्यूशन में रखा है? आई हैव केप्ट इट, बिल्कुल सही, हाइपोटोनिक। हाइपो मतलब कम ना, लेस, क्या लेस? सॉल्यूट कॉन्सेंट्रेशन लेस, सो दैट इज वाई यहाँ का वाटर पोटेंशियल ज्यादा हो जाएगा, क्योंकि सॉल्यूट कम था। तो यहाँ वाटर पोटेंशियल ज्यादा, कंपेयर करोगे प्लांट से तो कम है, तो पानी अंदर की तरफ आएगा, आपको एरो दिख रहा होगा। गॉट इट? दीज आर द 3 कंडीशंस। अब देखो, एक टर्म था प्लाज्मोलाइसिस, बहुत इजी है, कुछ है ही नहीं। प्लाज्मोलाइसिस तब होता है जब आप सेल को हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन में रख देते हो। जब हाइपरटोनिक में रखते हो, व्हेन यू कीप इट इन हाइपरटोनिक, द वाटर मूव्स आउट, वाटर बाहर चला गया। ये सेल वॉल है, देखो सेल वॉल को कुछ हुआ क्या? सेल वॉल जैसा का तैसा है, सेल वॉल इज लाइक दैट ओनली। व्हाई? बिकॉज सेल वॉल इज वेरी रिजिड स्ट्रक्चर, टफ स्ट्रक्चर, तो सेल वॉल इज लाइक दैट ओनली। तो सेल वॉल जब वैसा ही है तो आखिर अंदर क्या आ गया? सेल आपको श्रिंक होता हुआ दिख रहा होगा, सेल आपको श्रिंक होता हुआ दिख रहा है, तो आखिर जब सेल वॉल नहीं आया तो क्या आया? सेल वॉल के नीचे की लेयर क्या होती है? सेल मेम्ब्रेन। तो सेल वॉल से दूर कोई चला गया, समथिंग वेंट अवे फ्रॉम द सेल वॉल, एंड दैट इज सेल मेम्ब्रेन, दैट इज सेल मेम्ब्रेन। तो जब आप सेल को हाइपरटोनिक में रखते हो तो सेल मेम्ब्रेन कहाँ चला गया? सेल मेम्ब्रेन मूव्स away from the cell wall, away from cell wall। सेल वॉल क्यों नहीं मूव करता? क्योंकि सेल वॉल एक रिजिड स्ट्रक्चर है, पढ़ा है ना हमने। सेल वॉल गिव्स रिजिडिटी, सेल वॉल गिव्स शेप टू द सेल। सेल वॉल जैसा का तैसा रहेगा, लेकिन सेल मेम्ब्रेन दूर भाग जाएगा वहां से, क्योंकि पानी निकल चुका है उससे। तो दिस कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड एज, ये सेल का जो कंडीशन है उसको प्लाज्मोलाइज्ड बोलते हैं। सेल कैसा हो गया? प्लाज्मोलाइज्ड। इस प्रोसेस को क्या बोलते हो? Plasmolysis. When a cell is kept in hypertonic solution, the cell membrane, the water moves out and the cell membrane moves away from the cell wall, and that is called as plasmolysis. Got it? सेल की कंडीशन को क्या बोलोगे? प्लाज्मोलाइज्ड। अब ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार पूछा गया है, ये जो खाली जगह बच गया ना, ये जो एम्प्टी स्पेस बच गया, यहाँ पे कैसा सोल्यूशन रहेगा? What type of solution will you get here? Will you get hypertonic solution or will you get cytoplasm? सोच के बताना, क्या मिलेगा आपको यहाँ पे? बहुत बच्चों ने गलत किया है, लेट मी सी आप क्या करते हो। यहाँ आपको क्या मिलेगा? इस जगह पे सेल वॉल इज फुल्ली परमिएबल, राइट? आपका सेल वॉल परमिएबल होता है, सेल वॉल परमिएबल होता है, आपका सेल मेम्ब्रेन सेलेक्टिवली परमिएबल होता है, राइट? तो सेल वॉल परमिएबल है, तो बताओ यहाँ पे आपको क्या मिलेगा? इस खाली स्पेस में व्हाट विल यू बी गेटिंग? हाइपरटोनिक सोल्यूशन होगा या साइटोप्लाज्म का कंटेंट होगा? क्या मिलेगा बताओ? Since cell wall is fully permeable in the space, you are going to get hypertonic solution. जो बाहर है वही मिलेगा यहाँ पे. Got it? चल, अब दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये आता है, क्या प्लाज्मोलिसिस परमानेंट कंडीशन है? सोच के बोलना. इज इट परमानेंट? मतलब एक बार सेल प्लाज्मोलिसिस हो गया मतलब खत्म, वैसा ही रहेगा पूरी जिंदगी? सोचो. बिल्कुल नहीं. जब हम उसको प्लाज्मोलिसिस करा सकते हैं तो उसको उल्टा भी तो करा सकते हैं प्रोसेस को. कैसे करोगे? मैम पहले हाइपरटोनिक में रखा, अब उसको उठा के हाइपोटोनिक में रख दो ना, अपने आप काम आसान हो जाएगा. राइट? तो अगर हम इस सेल को हाइपोटोनिक में रख दें तो क्या होगा? अब बाहर का सोल्यूशन के पास वाटर पोटेंशियल ज्यादा है, पानी अंदर आने लगेगा, पानी अंदर आने लगेगा. तो उस प्रोसेस को क्या बोलोगे? उस प्रोसेस को क्या बोलोगे? डीप्लाज्मोलाइसिस. Deplasmolysis. What will you call that process as? Deplasmolysis. कब होगा वो डीप्लाज्मोलाइसिस? जब उसको हाइपोटोनिक में रख दिए, फिर पानी अंदर आने लगेगा सेल में. समझे? तो अगर पानी पूरा अंदर आ जाता है ना, फिर से सेल मेम्ब्रेन पूरा कंप्लीट शेप ले ले, सेल मेम्ब्रेन पूरा एक्सटेंड हो जाए, देखो पूरा चिपक गया सेल वॉल के साथ. जब पूरा सेल एक्सटेंड हो जाए तो हम बोलते हैं सेल कैसा हो गया? टर्जिड हो गया. सेल कैसा? लास्ट क्लास में पढ़ाया है मैंने, टर्जिड के बारे में लास्ट क्लास में मैंने बताया था, है ना? सेल आपका टर्जिड हो गया. ओके. अब तीसरी कंडीशन देख लो. जब आइसोटोनिक सोल्यूशन है तो इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर एंटर एग्जिट होता है, तो उस समय सेल की कंडीशन को हम क्या बोलते हैं? फ्लैसिड बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? फ्लैसिड. व्हाट डू वी कॉल? फ्लैसिड. गॉट इट? सो दैट इज ऑल. ठीक है, फॉर टुडेज क्लास. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम सीखने वाले हैं ये. प्लीज टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ इट एंड ट्राई टू लर्न अबाउट इट. नेक्स्ट क्लास में ये सारा कुछ हम सीखने वाले हैं. प्लीज टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ इट. All right, if any doubt is there, you can let me know. That is all for today's class. Thank you so much. ठीक है, जो होमवर्क दिया है उसको कर आना. See you in next class.